Yes. What's up, y'all? You know what it is. It's the Bols. Podcast that is, as fucking always. We everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Italy from the last show. You know what I'm saying? Not the French. But listen, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is, man. Sleeves the Hustler all day, here to get it on. Got my bros in the building. Staff the Stizzer. You know what we saying? The militant one, a.k.a. Brother Byron in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let it be. Cherry red and white. Good brother Sky Ray. You know how it be with the bars. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. That's just what I made it to be. Cause you know what I'm saying? The red and white, man. Dread on the pan. You know what we do, man. Episode 73. What's good? I feel like I'm not in the right place of mind right now because, I mean, Stop, I appreciate you, man. It's always beautiful in the kitchen and what we're doing and cooking up. But right now, I need to be outside with the people with some folding chairs, knocking niggas upside they mother, you know what I'm saying? As it should be, with the people, for the people, down for the people. So let that be a message to you. If you come messing with our people, we coming with chairs, we swimming across the river, and we getting through it, and we gonna put some hand to feet to chair on your ass. All right, man, where we at? Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
Alabama, bro. Man, excuse me.
Do you... I've seen all the videos, but I never really dug too deep into it to see exactly what kicked it all off. So what did they like docked a boat in a place where they weren't supposed to dock a boat?
Yeah, and he was trying to...
And he's not just a security guard. He's like a captain or a co-captain.
Yeah, and he's trying to do the righteous thing and do his job and let them know righteously. And they wanted to come up on him and basically to set off basically like, you know, when you box and you touch gloves, for him, once the hat, you know what I'm saying? Once the hat went airborne, like, oh yeah, it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think either they didn't dock in the right place or...
But he told them that they were in the wrong place.
Right, yeah, that's what it was. And they wouldn't move and they were just giving them shit. Like, yeah. Like, to me, the unquestionable best part...
I heard N-words were thrown around.
How could they not be? Like, you know, you don't want to assume, but you could tell. Like, they dumped on them like, you know, they knew that, you know, they was beating up. Yeah.
They thought it was just one.
Yeah. And when the two of them was walking, and then it was just like a line of eight black dudes, like
wait a minute.
And then like one white dude like turned around casual, like, all right, whatever. Let there be a lesson to you. And they said, no, let's be a lesson to you. Really, fucking up.
When they got back onto the boat, they was real peaceful at that
point.
Everybody literally, we gonna dip on them? Oh, okay, everybody. Yeah, like you said, the one young boy swam.
Yeah.
And was giving out work after he dried himself up real quick. Like, okay.
See, look, man, shattering two stereotypes, right? One, black people don't stick together, and two, black people don't swim.
Oh, this 2023. You know what I'm saying? It's a new breed.
Aquaman. And they, like, he was real with that chair. Like, wasn't that a chick he was hitting? He was going WWF. They don't do that in WWE.
No, listen. It's simple.
This
is where you're wrong. Once you enter a brawl, it is on. And if you come in there the wrong way, it don't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying?
But the caveat to that is if there's a camera. Because now he gets you some time for that shit. Like, I mean, now you're using a weapon.
Yeah. Listen, we're going to get him out.
It might be you were coming to the defense of a friend or a family, something like that. It's a little different. Did you see the lady's nose that got hit with a chair?
No.
If the picture was accurate, her nose was crazy.
Good.
Yeah, it looked like
somebody able to come up in there.
Hauled off and busted in the face with a chair.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like she said a couple N-words and got what she got coming to her for coming into that brawl. All right? Don't do it.
There was parodies online. I seen somebody calling the bull who was swimming Scuba Gooden Jr.
The bull has several names.
No, it was a lot of
the internets don't fail, man.
Oh, no,
music too. Then you got people doing reenactments.
The crazy thing for me is how fast shit just come on it.
It owned the day. Like, whatever day of the week that was, like, it was the, like, you couldn't go anywhere.
What's going on?
And not see it.
I feel like it was like Sunday or something like that. Sunday, and then it ran into Monday, and it was on, like, basically. It was early.
All Monday.
Yes, because it was a weekday. Because I remember looking at it while I was working, and so.
But the police are still looking for the dude who had the chair. They want him to come in for some questions.
That's what I'm saying.
If you and him, do you go in?
No.
No, y'all know who I am, or you don't.
I like chairs, and that's it.
You don't need a warrant.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
No.
he's gonna be hard to find. He ain't got no record, I would imagine. So yeah, we're just gonna let them live.
Exactly, man. I bet you they think
I
about
don't have
that
no
too.
questions for them.
Yeah, but I guess their mini market has been shut down. Well, by the people. Nobody's frequenting the market. They own some kind of what's it called, the Vassar mini market or something like that in Alabama.
Oh, well.
That was deep. I didn't know all that. I just
Just
got the
thinking
ass
about
whooped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the background. I just know the ass whooping
That's
was happening
crazy,
to
man.
him.
It's
You
like
talking about
The white
the white
folks.
family. Yeah, they had some kind of mini market down there, and now ain't
All they
nobody
need is a
patronizing
picture, man, and people will dig deep.
Yeah.
I seen the one thing with the one
Everything.
guy, I guess, that got beat up. He was like, I didn't know that 65-year-old still had hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you get, man.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
somebody's courteously asking you to do the right thing, and you
Yeah.
intentionally choose to do the wrong thing. Like, just on that kind of time.
Just based
man.
off because of what? You feel that you deserve it and entitled because of what? Like this skin
There was
shit.
one where I don't even remember what fast food chain it was, but she threw the food at the worker, and the worker threw like a pan or some shit and hit that chick in the head, like something heavy. That bitch in the head hard, shit went down quick, like.
Yeah.
You don't know who you fucking with.
Exactly. I'm still a person under this uniform, man.
It's not the 1st
Don't
time
hit-
somebody threw food at it.
Exactly.
No.
It's gonna be the last. I tell you what. Yeah, man. Shit get real out there, man. And shout out to the community for galvanizing to making sure
they
that
came together as one.
the next time somebody tell y'all to move, that you will just move and thank them.
It took me back to like the moment, like when we was all growing up, we used to see like the civil rights moments with like, our people being hit with the the water hoses, and you see like the one joint where the boy get hit and then he's just swinging back on the cop, mumbling bang bang bang. I felt like that was one of them moments to another level, like, you know what I'm saying, to like 2023, like where it's like, we've had enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't gonna keep going on, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? On our watch. So, like, yeah.
Because there's definitely a version of the universe where they just dump on dude and ain't nobody around.
Exactly.
No cameras, and they get away.
And it's like, oh, he was brave. He took that ass whooping,
and
but like,
just
yeah,
having
all
like
lumped
Miller
up.
Lights afterwards celebrating. Shit.
Exactly.
That was not this, the real version.
He threw the hat single. That's why.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knew, what's on?
Like and looked at it like, I'ma whoop they ass.
People was
like,
wait.
Right.
His hat's still on his head. So
Yeah,
not yet, not yet.
Uh-huh.
That's
There it go. There it go.
That's when young boy
Thundercats.
Exactly. That's when young boy hop right in the joint. Yeah, I'm saying, exactly.
Almost do the breaststroke.
All the Avenger type.
The butterflies.
Yeah, them like when they like reform from them
Yeah.
bubbles or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, people stepping out with the shit. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. Great time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely was.
Yeah, man.
Next topic. What y'all want to? I know Tommy had mentioned that it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop,
Absolutely.
Happy birthday, hip hop.
Absolutely.
and this
man.
generation is flushing it down the drain.
Salute, man. Hold up, man. Put your water in your drink up for
And
for hip-hop, man.
the
You know
50
what I'm
years
saying?
is debatable. You can't necessarily say the birth of hip hop is 1973 because people been rapping and doing hip hop.
Yeah, they got that video of the OGs that were doing that. That shit was
Black
from
and
the
white.
40s.
They based it off of Cool Herc, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't the first one doing it. I forget who. I seen a video with a guy who was friends with Cool Herc saying me and Cool Herc used to go to the parties back in the day where they were doing this hip hop thing.
I mean,
Cool
well,
Herc
listen,
even said something like that
So he
in
just-
1984. It's a
So
quote from a
you
book.
just believe like it could be longer, basically.
I know it is. We've seen,
but
video
we don't got the
documented
documented date, so let's just have the
proof.
73.
You don't have the date, but you have the video evidence of it.
Hey, let's just give it the 73. That's what we got. Are we? Unless you got the time and date for me on
Well,
that.
yeah,
date.
I mean, it's video. You can figure out that they're on TV shows doing this stuff. Like, you can go back and see it.
But it wasn't the same type of culture. Was they breakdancing to it?
Yes,
They
yes,
was?
yes.
Yeah,
you
no,
see
I-
where the breakdancing comes from
No,
because they're
I
doing the
didn't-
same moves.
No, I don't believe you. That didn't happen.
Yeah,
Why you just listen? Why can't you just listen?
I didn't see it.
I'll show you.
Damn.
I ain't see it.
know
So
it
that's
is.
where it
You know what I'm
happened.
saying? I ain't see that one, fam.
No, it's 50 years old. You talking some shit that ain't nobody shit.
But anyway, yeah, I think it's being 50. Okay, I'll say for the sake of conversation, this conversation. So it's 50 years,
Don't
right?
capitulate to what the hell we talking about. It's just the recognized anniversary
Yeah, right.
that we don't agree
just
to.
so we don't have to dwell on that aspect.
That's what I'm saying. We'd be here all day, man.
No, that wasn't what you were saying.
Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We celebrating the 50. Let's go with the 50. It was before that, yeah.
Listen,
whatever.
I know
You what I'm
we
saying?
have this conversation several times throughout the year, and he always likes to say we're not them old heads that are hating on this next generation. Yeah, that's not the case at all. But the truth is truth, and a lot of today's music, I'm not gonna say all of it, but by and large, most of it is trash. It is trash. Like it is. I think even a lot of young people know that. This is the first year, 2023, there hasn't been a #1 hip hop album or single.
Well, if I may butt in on this one, I think saw an interview where it was Nicki Minaj, and you know what I'm saying, and she basically broke down. It's not. You gotta think about the era. We grew up. We were fortunate enough that the artists we heard on the radio and that we grew up loving were talented, and they created. Hold on, just hear me out. They cared about the art of talent, and it took a while, and that whole essence and everything. Unfortunately, it's not our fault or the kids' fault that the era they live in now is about instant popularity. So it don't matter about talent now. You get what I'm saying? It's about you being popular. You get what I'm saying? We come up, that's why we critique it, and that's why we care about it differently, because we can't accept nothing less, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we always want to try to put the young boys on the best way we can, but it's unfortunate for them because they're growing up in a microwavable, saturated piece of shit, hook, and the same type of beat, and that's just what we rolling with, and as ratchet as it can be, and it's not about an album. Like, we cared about the single. The single was basically like the thing to get you, like the appetizer, to get you to the whole meal, which was the album, basically. Whereas though now, it's the single, and it's on to whatever, and that artist can be here today or going tomorrow. Not all of them. The real that are still have some sense and, you know, fluidity to it. They're around with some of these young boys, but a lot of these cats that we see right now, and I'm not hating on them, but yeah, come back and we revisit this in 2025. Will they still be popping?
Listen,
You
I
get what
was
I'm
watching
saying?
Math Hoffa's joint. He had that Lover on there.
I saw that, John.
Yeah, I mean, he made some of the same points we talked about before. One, it's streaming has made it super accessible. So you don't have the same kind of fans as you had back in the day when you literally had to go to the record store on Tuesday to go pick up somebody's new album. You had to actually spend your hard-earned money, like, you know, I'm going
And take your time. We could just boom. I'm gonna get 30 songs right now and be done by the time you're done talking.
Yeah.
Whereas we had like me and you literally treks to South Philly, South Street, you know what I mean, look in the record stores.
go
or whatever.
look in a record store, cop some CDs and stuff like that. Yeah, and then, you know, you would spend time with that CD.
Right.
You know, it'd be on repeat in the Discman.
You cared about that artist because inside they had the info, the art, you know what I'm saying?
The cover.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine.
Damn, they got the lyrics?
Yeah,
Right, exactly. Like, it's so personal, dog. And
you
like,
develop a different kind of, I hate to say bond, because it's not like you really bonding with the artist, but I guess with their
It's
music.
some type of
it is the type of
bond.
bond. Like, yeah, it is.
How many tracks right now you could listen to that from back in the day and put you in a different
Oh, yeah.
place and time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Or you know how many
it's-
Prince tattoos exist?
Right.
I'd have bombed my ass. I mean, there's a lot of W tattoos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just-
Yeah.
and, you know,
Just for the
Music.
culture, man. Like, real talk. So, like,
And it's
yeah.
crazy because you won't see anything like that.
Drake has an Aaliyah tattoo. Like, I get that he's a musical artist, but, you know, he's not obligated to have a female singer on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. That's how much influential.
Did
it
y'all
is.
hear the Melly Mel?
This against
This
this
one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's why I started stuttering on it. Melly Mel, like,
You're right.
yeah.
No,
I can't
He's
even
a little-
fathom
They
any
have
part.
gone by. Like, to me, like,
Like,
us
stop
saying
it.
it's trash and, like, people like him and, like, I think Method Man was talking about MC Shan. And somebody was mentioning MC Shan was, like, kind of shady to Nas on something. Like,
Uh-huh.
like that's an example of, like, you know, shitting on the future and the current. Like, you got no reason to hate on these people.
Exactly.
Especially, I mean, you could pick an easier, like, pick a target maybe you could take down.
If
like,
you're going to battle somebody, you're going to pick Eminem. And I'm not the biggest Eminem fan, you know what I'm saying? But you got
Used
to
to be.
respect his
Used to like
skills. I had the first time.
Just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I remember.
You got to respect his
I
skills.
still
you
don't
know?
hear about Bob.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like.
But, you know, also during the interview, and he brought up a good point that a lot of today's music is very low vibrational. You know what I mean? A lot of that drill music is real, like, dark and negative. You know what I mean?
Yo, I say this too. Like, the young boys, they be on some depressing shit, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, the drugs and all that shit
all
they
that
doing.
shit
That's
is
what
so
that's what it's
depressing
doing
as
to them. Like, as well, that stuff they doing is
You
straight
know,
down there.
and not for nothing, like
But it's the
somebody is
wave,
getting
though.
shot,
Yeah.
and then somebody else is getting shot, and then somebody else is getting shot. Like
And I told you.
I feel like once a month you see a 19-year-old Mississippi rapper, boom boom cake,
Right.
shot dead in the street. Like it's always somebody from some hood.
Right at his show. They shot this nigga right at his show.
Like,
I
God.
shoot niggas, no, we shoot you.
Right,
Bow, bow,
that
like
shit.
that. Like, damn, it ain't funny, but it's going on.
Now,
Like,
back
real
in the
shit.
day, like, it's funny as I get older now, and I'm like,
And then the other group rhyme about it because they got
Yeah.
a rival faction.
And that's the
like
whole
them
other thing
like-
too. Like, just like the beefs, like literally, fam. Like the beefs that y'all youngins be having be like over already blocks and that you
Grind
don't
over
own.
streets you don't own anyway.
Over that you don't own, and then
Shout out to
affiliation
Big
to these groups that like, what are we talking about? You mad because what? He looked at you funny, and oh yeah, man, we ran an ops on homie, and now what? We dare y'all to come back and run. And this is like, what it is now is like, we used to be in each other's face and get it on like that. They are gangsters over live. Like, it goes to the live, and that's where all the gangster shit pop off, and this is where we popping. Oh, no, you heard what they said on live? You seen that shit they did on live? We pulling up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
they're gonna spend
it's
the
like,
block
come
and shoot
on, man.
everybody. On
Damn,
It's
dog.
kinda like ridiculous.
Come on, stop
So,
it.
what was her name? I think it was Delores Tucker. Back in the '90s,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
you know, steamrolling the CDs. I mean,
Mhm.
was she right? Was that some elder wisdom back then that we as young people just couldn't
No.
wrap our heads around?
Because it's freedom of
Did she,
speech.
but did she possibly know where this thing could potentially go?
No,
And that's
shit.
why they were trying to get ahead of it. Because I
No.
mean, it kind of has gone there.
No, you can't censor music. Like, and that's that.
I mean, in 2023,
Yeah,
you can
no.
kind of say, you know what, it has
I
gone
don't,
where
I
they
don't,
warned
I
us.
don't
It's freedom of
disagree
speech.
with what you're saying, but you just
No.
don't want to give nobody like that type of credit. Like there's no way
I'm just saying,
that
I'm
motherfucker had
just
that kind
saying.
of foresight.
No.
And Sleeves ain't wrong.
Why
Like
you say
know,
no? Why you say
I just told you, it's fucking freedom of speech. You're not censoring my music. I'm able to say what I need to say in this country. That's a right. So,
Oh, yeah,
period.
absolutely.
And that's it.
But the speech has consequences, and are some of the consequences is freedom of speech, the level of violence we see amongst you.
No, that's not my problem. You parent your kid. Don't blame it like that's the problem right there.
But it's
Stop-
everybody's problem.
No, parent your kid. You parent your child, right? So do I. So do you. So at the end of the day, we got the final call. So handle it. Don't blame it on the music, dog.
But-
like, you
but-
know what I'm saying?
But
somebody ride down the block and spray somebody
That's
and
what
we
I'm
all
saying.
get shot, then
that don't mean I'm doing a bad job parenting.
no, it
It's
just
still
means
my
we was at the
problem.
wrong place at the wrong
Think about
time.
situation,
That's all I'm
these
saying.
Kids,
But
wait, think about these kids. They ain't got no parents in their fucking lives and shit.
That's true too. That's
You
true
know what I mean?
too.
They're out there trying to figure shit out themselves. You know what I mean?
And using this music to
and
guide
using the
them.
music, yeah. But listen, man. At the end of the day, I can't go all the way with that. We grew up listening to gangster music. I ain't never go out. We grew up in the what was that? The gangster rap era. That whole
You got a
situation.
mama, nigga.
You know what
like,
I'm saying?
You know better. You was
Like,
raised better. Like
listen.
I mean, like and you don't want to simplify it too much, but if you know better, you do better. Like these kids just growing up with a bunch of other kids, you know, the same age trying to raise each other, like they don't know no better. So if they 17 and they doing it, and the ones that are 12 to 15 also don't know any better, and they looking up to that.
Yeah.
Listen,
No,
nigga,
I mean,
My old head.
I don't like to put it all the way on that, but I
can
can understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think a lot of it is our fault because these children are our kids, right? And it's a lot of people our age who actually, I guess, went down the wrong path when they were young, and they're now raising their children right? So if, there was always some wild people that we had in the mix back in the day, and I feel like it's their kids that are out here mobbing up 400, 300 deep in the streets, doing all this wild
I mean,
stuff.
single or disadvantaged homes is as old as homes
And
are.
then,
to
yeah,
begin
so,
with. Like,
yeah.
But
the generation before us, I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't do a
But
magnificent
the
job.
single and disadvantaged homes from our generation were oftentimes victims of the war on drugs and the crack epidemic. That's different than coming from a single family home where nobody's hooked on drugs or doing something like that. You know what I mean? So a lot of quote unquote crackheads are like the grandparents today. So you have people who were children of crackheads, and these are their kids out here wilding out in the street.
I mean, I get
You
that.
didn't have a
but
crack epidemic in the 50s and the 60s.
no,
and
no,
the
but you
70s.
had
You still had
epidemics,
single-
dog.
yeah.
Like drugs didn't exist prior.
But they
like-
weren't as serious as
And
the
we're in
crack
the
epidemic.
fentanyl.
No, yeah,
pill
that's
era
true.
now,
And
so-
that plays a part in it too for this generation too as well. There is a whole new
Yeah, it's the fentanyl
Epidemic.
pill era. So like that shit is downer and crazy, suicidal, go kill. That makes them want to go on what they call these drills. They pop them joints, put them in they weed. Like you don't even smoke regular weed no more. They put all types of everything in the fucking L. Like no, I roll my own shit. Like, we're OGs. That's it. Like, nah, dog, I'm cool. Bring my own shit, roll my own shit. Like, I can't trust none of you. It's like, it's out of pocket. Like, real talk. Like, even when you go into certain places now, like, you know, yeah, like, I need to see that bottle pop and joint. Don't bring me a joint already made. Something about, and I ain't been, you know what I'm saying, there. I don't know.
I'm feeling all woozy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Y'all hot? It's hot.
But,
Let me help you up over here. I'm gonna walk into his car.
so, yeah,
Last
man.
time you saw him? Last time
And that's
you
just over time, for real, and being able to. I've earned these salt and peppers because this is wisdom. Like, we have seen and unfortunately know people that got Mickey. You get what I'm saying? And got hit with them type joints and been done for like after that. You get what I'm saying? So like it's really real, man. You got to be on your square here.
Ultimately, I think, as far as music goes, it is true that it can affect you on a subconscious level.
No, you're right.
So I think, you just gotta have a strong mental.
All in your ear, and you listen
You
to
gotta
that.
have
You're
reason
gonna,
to have a strong mental.
so strong mental, aka, the listening with the right intent behind it. Like, you don't want to listen to it as fuel for your homicidal rage.
yeah, exactly.
If it will help you get through your last set, will help you focus on your work, your craft, things like that. It's about harnessing the energy in the correct
and put it in the right
direction.
way. Yeah,
and this social media thing don't help either, man.
No, it's very
It's
toxic.
crazy. It absolutely is.
And you don't even have to look for toxicity. It finds you. Like, it'll just appear in your
It's gotten to the
timeline or
point
feed
where
to the
people
point
are so crave for attention that they will commit crimes on social media and post it.
Man, there was one joint on Media Takeout where some dude told some other dude to jump off a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And he jumped off the bridge.
And he did it on live.
And they said they showed him swimming, and then they didn't see him swimming.
Yeah.
So you should.
Under
Whatever. Under swim, meaning you can't, but you still thought it was a good idea. I'm gonna do it for the likes.
I seen people beating the dude up in the car and putting all kinds of guns in his face on recording it and then posting it on social media. Like, of course, they all got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what kind of idiots?
I mean, this the same idiots that done ran up to people and shot up funerals on live, done went to people's graves and pissed on them and talked shit on live about this. Like, it's utterly, like, listen, this is the problem at the end of the day with all of it is that people want this fake sense of famous or fame for the moment or for whatever it is to get them, because we're in the era where the average Joe can all of a sudden go from, it's not overnight, but whatever you want to say, overnight into a viral moment, and now you can feed that into whatever, into a career if you work hard. But listen, fam, is that what, do you really want that? And is that how you want it? And that's what it boils down to. And that's what we have here as established. That's why after 5 years, we still a conglomerate and do what we do, because we will never, ever be that bullshit.
And tell you truthfully,
you know what I'm
going
saying?
viral isn't as big a deal as it used to be, because niggas go viral every day.
Yeah, niggas get shot every day, baby. Niggas go viral every day, baby.
It's not that big,
you know what I'm saying?
Deal.
So,
you
like,
might have a moment on the internet, you know what I mean? But then that's it. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, bottom line is we represent authenticity at its finest, man. Creativity at its finest. No dick eating, no following, no trying to get on for all this extra shit. We just appreciate y'all because y'all appreciate that. And that's just the real. That's what we're going to continue to give you forever. That's it, man. It's the motherfucking Bols, man. Podcast that is, man. If you didn't know, you fucking better know again. We everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? All platforms, check for us, man. Sleeves the hustler all day long. You get what I'm saying? Side in the building. The militant one, a.k.a. Brother Byron, here to get it the fuck on. And my man, Sky Reed, to the right of me, doing what he do. Dread on the pan. Check for us on the flip side. The Bols. We everywhere. One.